Financial Accounting to e-lectures. So 3 units we completed. This is 4th unit. Very simple and very easy unit, which you already did in intermediate level. That is the difference between single entry system and double entry system and the types of single entry system. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 problems are which we are doing under net worth method. That is video 3. Video is 7, 8, and 9. Next, second method is the conversion method. 11, 12, 13, 16 and 17 is the sixth video. What is the single entry system? So each and every business have to take the accounts. They have to maintain the accounts. That may be usually they prepare under double entry system. So usually happy with the minimum information. Whatever the transaction they are doing, just they will enter into that. And with that minimum information, minimum resources, minimum manpower, they will try to maintain the accounts. So that's why they adopt a different method which came into known as a single entry system of accounting. Okay. So double entry system needs books, ledgers, and a technical person like you, because you know double entry system. And further, all these are required. But small business, they cannot afford for that. That's why they may maintain their accounts under single entry system. So the meaning of single entry is incomplete accounting system. Double entry is a debit and corresponding credit is there. That's why it is a complete accounting system. Under single entry, and there is no double entry method of accounting. So just receipts and payments were received, and the remaining will be whether they maintain or not maintain. That is according to their wish and will. If it is required, they will maintain. If not, so they don't maintain. Okay. So an accounting system which is not based on double entry system is known as a single entry system of accounting. An accounting system which is not based on double accounting system is called a single entry system or single entry system of accounting. So this is not dependent upon double entry rules and regulations. This system maintains only personal accounts and cash book. Exactly. Okay. So personal accounts and cash book, some real accounts, they don't follow the nominal accounts. They prepare only personal accounts and as well as the cash book, that's all. Okay. Expenses and incomes are reflected in the cash book, whereas the personal accounts reflected the position of debtors and creditors. Whatever the expenses that will be taken into account from the cash book, and any receipts and payments also taken into account from the cash book, and those were written in the name of persons. That's why they will prepare the personal accounts. It is usually follows cash basis of accounting. It usually follows which basis? Cash basis of accounting. Okay. Right. So overall, the meaning of single entry system is which is not exactly depends upon the double entry rules. It won't follow double entry rules. That's why it is called as a single entry system. Under single entry system, personal accounts and cash book or cash account is maintained. Expenses and incomes are reflected in cash book, and they will also maintain the position of debtors as well as the creditors. Features of this single entry system are: it is maintained by small business organizations. where the transactions are very less. Transactions are very less in small business organizations. That's why these organizations will maintain only cash book, as well as the people those have their accounts, and the organization small business where they are getting the material, their accounts also they will maintain. Okay? So maintenance of cash book. Under this system, they maintain only cash ledger or cash book. Personal accounts are maintained. Collection of information from original documents, and usually our information will be taken from the trial balance. Okay, what we are our procedure, double accounting procedure. Transactions are written in the form of journal entries. Journal entries were posted into ledger accounts. Ledger account balances are transferred to trial balance. Trial balance, from the trial balance information, we prepare trading profit and loss account. So here we can't find the trial balance because all ledger accounts or all accounts we were not maintaining. So collection of information from original documents, lack of uniformity. So there is no rules and regulations. There is no system to be maintained. That's why uniformity will be, we cannot find uniformity. Difficulty in preparation of final account. Just now I told, okay, na? In this single entry system, we cannot prepare trading profit and loss account because all ledgers are not prepared, as well as trial balance is also not able to prepare. That's why we cannot prepare the final accounts. So advantages. It's a very quick and easy to maintain. You know, we will do problems. Problem number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's very easy. All assets minus liabilities is capital employed, capital, opening capital, and closing assets minus closing liabilities. That is equal to closing capital. Closing capital minus opening capital is profit. Suppose they started a business with 1 lakh, and at the end of the year, what they will do, they will value their business. If it is 1,25,000, closing capital 25,000 minus opening capital 1 lakh, then the total amount is difference amount is treated as a profit, 1,25,000. So maintenance is very easy and also quick. Does not require employing a qualified accountant. Not required. Double entry, then it is required. Which to be debited, which to be credited. It is little bit hectic job, and everybody can't understand why to be debit, when to be debit, and which account to be debited. They can't easily understand. So, but under single entry system, in the cash book, receipts will be debit, payments are credit. So, very simple to write the cash book or maintain the cash book. Okay, so that's why technology person or qualified accountant is not required. Extremely useful for small business organizations. It is very useful to the small business organization. Why? Because and they cannot afford for the um, human power or accountants or the employees. And second one, their business volume is less. Business volume is less. So third one, for the small business volume, and that much expertise is not required. Expertise is not required. That's why it is used for small business organizations. Okay, and it is economical because expenses of maintenance of the ledgers and all these are very less. That's why it is economical. Then coming to the disadvantages, I already told trial balance cannot be prepared. where there is no trial balance, we cannot guarantee that we will get arithmetic accuracy. And these are unrealistic and incomplete records. Incomplete and unrealistic result of trading. Okay? Not possible to prepare balance sheet also. That's why in single entry system, we will write the heading as a statement of affairs. Statement of affairs. Difficulty to detect errors and fraud. If the trial balance is not tallied and there is a problem in any one account, if we try to find the problem in that account, that will be reflected in ledger, journal entry. So automatically we come to know, so this is a fault of passing the journal entry. Actually we have to debit, but we credited like that. Okay. So what we will, but in single entry system, it is not possible to find the errors. Improper valuation of assets and liabilities. Assets and liabilities were valued improperly. Chance for mixing business and personal transactions of owners. Okay. In double entry system, there is a first rule is there. Business entity concept is there. Owner is different from the business. If we took any amount from business, it will be treated as drawings. If we invested any amount into the business, that is treated as additional capital. Whatever his drawings are treated as withdrawals are treated as drawings, and whatever the amount he invested, that will be treated as additional capital. Okay. So, but in this single entry system, and there is no separation of owner from the company. External agencies cannot use financial information. Okay. Usually, for our analysis, we will draw the information from the reports of annual booklet or annual information. Okay, so they prepare their total information and they will release annually, and audited results were published in annual reports. So that annual reports information will be collected and analyzed and advised by the third party agencies for investment and those. But the companies which are maintaining single entry system, and they may not publish their information because all those are very small organizations. These are the disadvantages. Okay. Now we will have look at difference between single entry system and double entry system. Both debit and credit aspects of all transactions are recorded. Under double entry system, salary is paid. Okay. We will pass one journal entry, salaries to cash account. We enter in salaries account as well as cash account. But under double entry, single entry system, just we will write in cash book by salaries. That's in the mixture of double entry, one entry or no. Sometimes may not write past the entry. Various subsidiary books are maintained. What are the subsidiary books? Credit sales account, credit sales book, okay, credit purchases book, sales returns book, purchase returns book, and bills receivable book, bills payable book, journal ledger, journal proper. Okay, these are the some subsidiary books which we are maintaining. But under single entry system, we prepare only personal accounts as well as the cash book. We don't maintain any subsidiary books. Okay. Ledger contains personal, real and nominal accounts, but because we are following double entry system, but in single entry system, it contains only personal. So double entry system, we can prepare trial balance. Under single entry system, we cannot prepare. And trial balance, profit and loss account, trading profit and loss account, balance sheet are prepared in a scientific manner. So all the final accounts are depend upon trial balance. This trial balance is depend upon ledger balances. Ledger balances are depend upon the ledger balances are depend upon journal entries. Okay, so one is depends upon the other in a scientific manner. Okay, scientific manner. But in double entry, single entry system, we will estimate rough estimates of profits or loss to the statement of affairs method. By preparing the statement of affairs or balance sheet. We can't call it as a balance sheet, we are calling it as a statement of affairs. Okay, that is just the difference between single entry and double entry system. So, what are the types of single entry and double entry system? Okay, so one is pure single entry, only personal accounts are maintained. Another one is simple single entry, that is we prepare only personal accounts and cash book. So another one is quasi single entry system, personal accounts, cash book, and subsidiary books of credit sales, debtors account, creditors account. So maintain. So methods of or types of single entry system is the one is pure single entry, only personal accounts are maintained. Another one is simple single entry, personal accounts along with personal accounts, cash account also, cash account is also maintained. Under quasi single entry system, personal accounts, cash account, and subsidiary books are paid. Okay, students. So we will try to do one problem. ఇందులో పాస్ ఉండేది పాస్ లేదు. I will explain how to do the problem. Just a moment, it is opening. Okay. Not answer question. Okay. Calculate the end of the year. Very simple calculation. Profit calculation of profit. For this, we have to add drawing. Drawings during the year 5,000. Total will be 50,000. So from this, we have to deduct this capital at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, 40,000. And capital introduced. Capital introduced is 2,500. Total is 42,500. Profit is 7,000. Profit for the year. Okay, simple, very simple. Simple. You know, this is the short answer. One more also I will explain. The capital of Ravi 1/4/2015 is 15,000. Calculation of profit. Right. B 6B we are doing. Capital of Ravi on 1/4/2015, beginning of the year. He keeps books on single entry. During the year, he introduced further capital 4,000. Capital introduced 4,000. And withdrew for domestic expenses 1,500. Domestic expenses 1,500. His assets are 32,000, creditors 3,500. 28,500 is the formula is assets minus liability. $30,000, 19,000, 11,000 answer. Not 11,000. Okay? Simple, very simple to do. One more we will try. The profit for the following data. Capital at the beginning of the year 60,000. Here we will do that. Okay, where it has gone. B. Sorry, not getting. Happened. Leave it. Find out the profit from the capital at the beginning of the year, 60,000. Calculation of profit. Capital of beginning of the year, 60,000. Right. Capital at the beginning of the year, 60,000. Drawings during the year, 7,500. Capital at the end of the year, 7,500. Total 75,000. Additional capital introduced to 375. Total is 67,350. 70,000, it's 150. 7,500. 11,000. One. Okay, students. So next problem also same. Ascertain profit for the year ended. Who keeps under the single entry? Same procedure. Everything was given, you try this one. Okay, students, bye.